Hi there, lovely ladies. I hope you're having a better than fabulous day. Today we're actually starting with FAQ Fridays, so we've got lots and lots of questions. Anything you can think of, whether it's to do with your online shop, setting up your blog, getting more customers into your store, anything at all, just pop a comment in the blog below. So just down there, and we'll get on to you. Your question might be picked for next Friday's frequently asked questions. Today we've actually been asked about sending newsletters. It's a great way to keep in touch with your customers. They've actually already asked you to send them details. So let's go with it. Let's inform them of any sales, any markdowns we've got, any new products that are coming in. It's a great way to actually keep that momentum going with your sales. And remember, they have asked to hear about it. So they want to know what's going on, and it's easier than ever. All of our stores actually come with Mailchimp subscription forms built in. It's a great way to use, and it's really, really easy to use. So we're going to do a quick tour through here and set up a little email. It won't get sent out today because I probably should be working on my own newsletter as well, but we'll have a go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Mailchimp.com. Now, your base plan in Mailchimp is free as well, so there's no extra cost for doing this. It's just a lot easier and a lot prettier than working with the one that comes standard with Bearcart. I'm just not a big fan of it. It's just not pretty enough. So we're going to go ahead and log in here. I'll just pop my login details through. And when you actually go in, you're greeted with a dashboard, similar sort of thing to in your Bearcart admin. You can actually see your recent campaigns, who's opened them, how many recipients you've got, how many people have clicked them, and you can also see your list growth as it goes along as well, your top 5 emails that you've sent out. This will actually populate as you keep sending newsletters as well, so just keep an eye on it. It's good to see what's working, what's not working. That's one of the biggest parts with Mailchimp. It's actually got a lot of statistics built into it, so you can actually check out what your customers are responding to and work from that. There's some links down, if you keep reading this blog post, there's some links down there to some guides about understanding statistics and things as well. So now if we go to this here, we can see that I've actually got 2 lists here. This is my original list, and this is the new list that we use behind the screens. It's something that it opens up the face-to-face aspect of my business. I call it that just so you actually get an idea of what's going on behind the computer screen. A lot of my customers I never actually get to meet. So we've had chats and things, but you'll usually be talking to me on email. So this opens up a little bit of personality in my business. So that's the one we'll be using today. And you can also, we'll start here with campaigns because you've already got a list built up. That's been installed when we set up your website for you. So this one's a test one. We've got a few there. What we're actually going to do is click up to the top and create a campaign. So this is just a quick way to actually get your newsletter done. We're going to go with a regular old campaign that gives you a nice HTML email. And the ungeek speak of that is it's a pretty email. It's just not text. You can have images and all the decorative bits to make it a bit personalised as well. So we're going to go with that one. We do give our customers an option to have a text-only email as well. It's just a lot of people go with the HTML just because it looks prettier. So we're going to go to send behind the screens. We're going to send to the entire list. Now you can do split testing where you'll actually send one email to part of your list and an alternative email to the rest, so that you can actually see what's going on and what actually gets you a better sense of reply as well. Pretty fancy for this email, for this tutorial, so we're just going to go ahead and send to the entire list there. And just it will tell you down here, it actually tells you the 5 steps. It only takes 5 steps to make your email, so it's not too tricky at all. So we're going to this one here where you're naming your campaign. This is just for your records. This is not what's going to go in your subject heading or anything like that. what we'll do here, the email subject is what does go into your email. So we'll pop on there that's the September 2013 mailing. You can also change who it's coming from. So if you want to make it a little more personable, I can put here that it's from M, the head geek. Most of my emails will come up with my name on them anyway. So this is just another way to say this is actually coming from me. It's not being a mass generation. This is my business and you're actually hearing directly from me. Now what we can do here as well, we've got a personalization option. With my email, I've actually set it up so that you put in your first name as well as your email address. This way in the newsletter, I can actually target it and say, hi there, Naomi. It's great to see you back, and personalize it that way as well. Makes it a little more directed to your customer. So if it's something that you want to think about, we can definitely install that on your feedback form as well. We go down to tracking here. This is just all standard stuff. They'll actually track these ones without you even thinking about it. You can also hook it up with your Google Analytics. Again, if you're targeting to find out exactly what works, you can definitely track it that way as well. The social media options allows you to post this to Facebook. So the minute you send it, it will actually be popped straight onto your Facebook fan page. It's a great way to actually encourage your Facebook likers to become newsletter subscribers as well. It's just another way to generate some buzz, get more people on your email and go through there. We've got that just to avoid spam filters, as again they're all automatically selected, so there's nothing you really need to do with those ones either. What we can do here, we've got a few options. If you've had a newsletter designed for you, we can actually code that up and you'll have a default template. That will be in your My Templates here. And you can just pick whichever one. The drag and drop editor is super easy to use. It's probably the easiest way to do it, but it doesn't actually work with your templates. So it's much of a muchness. You can type out your details, insert your pictures and things into the standard templates, or you can go with the drag and drop editor. Today we're going to do a bit, you can also do a pre-designed one. These are pretty cool, and there'll be a link in the bottom of the blog post as well that you can change those up if you do want to play a bit with the code. It's not too scary, don't worry. The drag and drop editor is by far so simple to use, so easy to work with. So what we're going to do is go through this one to start with. We can add in, you'll have a file that will have your newsletter header in Mailchimp already. If we've set that up for you already, it's already there, so we can just add that in. So we've got basic templates. Now for this one today, you can go through. All of these are optimized for mobile phone viewing as well. So if you get an email on your mobile, on your iPhone, on your Samsung, anything, it will actually be formatted correctly to work on that device. So no scrolling across, no worrying about any of that. They're already all optimized. You can do some funky stuff with these. You can do 2 columns, you can do 3 columns, all different bits and pieces. Today we're just going to go with a simple 1 column. And once we select that, it actually loads up and it gives you some options here. So you can put in a text box, you can put in a divider, you can put in an image, all easy done. If you're working with an online shop, this is a great way to do it because it actually fills it in for you already. You don't have to worry about it being too technical to actually include your photos. So in my images here, we'll actually keep a record of some of the ones I've already sent. So I've got my newsletter header saved here. Just going to go ahead and select that and it loads it up for me automatically. So now if I want to just customize with a little bit of text, I've got a standard text field here. I click onto that and it brings it up here so I can you just type in. So change your heading. It will actually automatically come up on the left hand side and you can preview the whole thing as you go along. Makes it super, super easy. And once you've done that, save and close, and that's done. What we can also do, if you want to add some pictures in, drag and drop, and you're all set to go. You've got your option here to upload an image or an image you've already saved. So we'll go with this one here. Pops it straight in for me. This is my text. This is already done for me. From here, I can just make this a heading. Nice and easy. Makes it all bold, ready to go. You can include links in here. You can link your picture straight to your online shop. You can do loads and loads of things. If I want to go with an image group, drag that into here, and I can actually have a few images just from my shop. So if I want to select that one, I'll put that in here, browse for another one, and put that one in here. You'll find this is the way I do most of mine because it's just too easy. Want another one? Add in another image. It will keep adding it, and you'll notice when I go back to this, you'll actually see that this has now made the top one bigger. It actually knows how many I've got in here. So it will fix that width to make sure it all balances out for me. It's fantastic to do it this way. It's so, so simple to use. If I just want to link that, just click on the link, type it in here, and it will pop it straight in for me. It's pretty much faultless to do it this way. It's even easier than it was before, and it was pretty straightforward before. So what we're going to do here is we've got our layout options, and I'll just give you a little bit of a tour just so you can change things up again, because sometimes you don't just want black and white, you want to make it a bit different. So if we click onto the design tab, it comes up with lots of different options here. But from the page design, we change the background. Change the colour of the headings. If we don't like that one, I want to go pink. Let's make it awesome. Change that up a bit, and you can just put these, change your font family. If you really feel the need, not sure why Comic Sans is there, but it is. It's an option. You can go through and change all of the different headings. So you can have this one as a heading 3. Say we do that. Put this one as a heading 3. It changes the default style straight away. If I go back here, I can actually go down, and heading 3 here, we'll make it blue. It looks really awful with that, so we'll change that. Might go with purple, it's a little bit more subtle. You can change the font, you can change the size, you can change all of those details just in here. Click save, you're ready to go. The pre-header here is actually this text just up here. This will change the styling just for that box. That's usually what loads first in your website, so it's a great place to start. Your header, just this one here, change the borders, change all of that stuff. The body is the main chunk of your text, so if you want a background, if you want to change the colour of the fonts, change the colour of the links, it's all in the body design section. Then we've got the footer down here. So come all the way down to the bottom. You've got your footer, the colours, everything. Again, you can just change it all straight away. Mobile styles. So you can also change a few of the details with mobile. If you want to change the size of the font just so it displays smaller, go for it. It's all in here, and it's all, you can save it or you can test it. It doesn't need to be saved. You can just play around and go back. With your free accounts, you do need a Mailchimp Monkey Rewards button. I love this one. It's just clean, it's simple. It works with all my layouts. And I'm quite happy to say my newsletter is sent by Mailchimp because I love it so much. So we'll save and close that. That will actually come up when you send the newsletter. That will come up down the bottom. So we want to click on next. Now, if we've got that to what we're happy with, not that I'm going to send this out, it does give you a plain text option as well. This has actually taken all of this from my HTML template, so it goes straight in. It's super easy. I don't have anyone on my list that it does get sent out with the option of a plain text email, but I don't actually have anyone who has asked to receive just a plain text email. So we don't have to worry about that. One big thing you can do here, preview and test. We love this. Open up a pop-up email, and this come up off the side of my video here. We can move that over. That's going to show what it looks like desktop, what it looks like mobile. It all loads up. But you can also go back to where you've done your design here. We should have done this a second ago. But once you're in there, you can actually preview and test here. So you can send a test email. Just send it to your own email address, see what it's going to look like. It's a great way to find out and make sure it's what you want to send out before you actually send it. So that's always a good tip to go with. Once we've gone through that, we confirm it. Basically, this actually gives us everything. It gives you a straight out set of knowing what's going to happen. Right here, I've got an alert. It's because I've got the default header content still in there. Click edit, and it will take me back and let me edit that default content. So we just change that one. So change this here. Save and close, go back through the next and just make sure it's all updated. So you've got everything exactly the same, nothing's been changed there, but you will find out we haven't got any yellow ticks, so there's nothing to worry about. What you can do now is you can either schedule it to send it in a week, send it in a couple of hours, anything like that. You can make quick and easy changes from there, or you can just go ahead and click send now. It's that simple. This is basically, I've been going through here for about 17 minutes now, but that's doing a whole lot of things. But basically, you can have a really good looking email ready to send out in under half an hour. There's no excuses for not having to send one out. You can just put in your new products that have come into the store. If it's a new brand that you're stocking, send out a blast and say, hey, this is really popular. We've chosen this because this works with what you like. We'd love you to come and have a look at our store. You never know. These people have actually asked to hear all of those news bits from your store. So it's a better time now than ever to actually send it out. You might get a couple of sales from it. You could get people who have just had their friend look at it and say, you know what, that'd be perfect for so-and-so. I'm going to send this email over to her so that she knows this store that I've bought from that I love has this product as well. It's great for getting more customers, for sharing, for actually getting a lot more interaction into your store as well. You can also use it blogs. There are ways to actually put your latest blog post straight into Mailchimp and never have to worry about it. It's too easy. So if you have any questions, you can pop me through an email at hello@morrisbear.com, or you can just leave a comment in the comments box below. I'll be sure to go through and check them all out. And again, if you have any questions, if there's something you want to find out a little bit more about, shoot me through an email, leave me a message on Facebook, hit me up in the comments below, and you never know, your question could be next for FAQ Friday. Alright then, I think that's about all, and we'll wrap it up and keep it under 20 minutes. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know, and I will see you all soon. Have a super fabulous day. Bye now.